Titanoboa was the biggest snake to ever exist. But luckily, it went extinct over 60 million years ago. But what if it didn't?
Let's find out.
Can you immediately name the largest snake in the world? I'll give you a hint.
Anaconda!
This is the name of a
Yes.
very famous
Right?
horror movie.
No, it's not
Did
that.
you guess?
Alec, it's not
right.
that.
It's the
Anaconda!
anaconda.
Oh,
If
crap.
we pair it
Oh my
with the
God,
largest
how
crocodile,
genius!
Cassius, weighing almost 1 ton, you can write a script for a new horror film. But these giants are just babies compared to those that once lived
Are you
on
serious?
Earth for
Can
a long
anacondas be
time.
like 40 feet
Take,
long?
For
Yeah.
example, Kronosaurus and Titanoboa.
No!
Once these
No!
two predators were a threat to all life, both on land and in water. But
That
what
thing
would
is a
happen
snake?
if they still lived today? Could
don't wanna
humanity
know.
survive, or
No,
would it
I don't
be
wanna
the
know.
end
I
of
don't
us?
wanna know
Now,
either.
I'll tell you about the ancient monsters
let's
that
find out.
terrorized everything.
Hey,
in the
yo!
world.
What that
Oh
snake
my
be
God! Wait, like if it was still alive, would it still be doing that if it was alive today?
I don't know.
We'll learn when and where these monsters lived, and then
Get me that
we'll
snake.
bring them to the present. You'll see whether these giants will capture our world, and if people will be able to put
going
up
to
a
Petco
fight.
later.
Something tells me that today it's going to be very
Not
hot.
a Petco.
These
Before
animals are
turning on the
snakes.
time machine, let's get to know our characters better. We'll start with Titanoboa.
Yeah.
This ancient
Titanoboa.
snake lived about
Oh
58 million years ago.
Whoa.
And according to scientists,
Wait, 58 million years ago. Isn't that when dinosaurs were around?
Yes.
Wait, I didn't know snakes had bones. I thought they were just a big muscle.
No, that's worms.
Yeah, worms have no bones. Snakes actually do have bones. They're just very flexible bones. And they actually use the bones in order to slither. That's how they can move.
So I could technically break its back if I just like.
You can. It would be really difficult, but you could. Technically, yeah.
Interesting. So when I'm out in the wilderness, I will take note of that.
for at least 10 million years,
I would stay
it was
away
the
from all
largest
snakes, Adam.
predator on the planet. Its length reached 13 meters or 43
How long is-
feet,
Oh,
and its weight
my
exceeded a
God!
ton. Can you imagine this
ton?
giant? Here's
Dude,
an
what?
illustration for you.
Wait, isn't a ton as big as an elephant?
Yeah, elephants are, I think, like 2 tons. So it's like half as big as an elephant.
But it's a snake, Adam. It's a snake.
Imagine you squished an elephant and then you stretched it out into like a long turd.
Yeah, it's like you're making a loaf of bread.
What's crazy too is they could probably eat so many things whole. Like pythons today can eat like alligators whole. So that thing could probably eat like an entire giraffe whole.
Dude, that thing is bigger than a school bus.
I think we're about to find out.
If you laid 2 giraffes on the ground, then Titanoboa will still be longer. Or you can
Titanoboa
just
would
look
eat
at
them for
these
lunch
2
like a Big Mac.
vertebrae. The model on the
my
left
gosh.
belongs to the anaconda,
No.
and on the right,
No.
Titanoboa.
No. That thing was like 5 times the size of the anaconda's vertebrae. Are you kidding me? Please, can we stop watching
Tripping,
this?
That can't be real.
Can we please stop watching this?
They just zoomed in on the Titanoboa one. That's all.
Yeah, that's one of those optical illusions, right?
Exactly. That's like when you put me next to Alec. We're actually the same height, but weirdly enough, it looks like we're the different heights. Very strange, actually.
It turns out that the largest snake living today is half the size of the ancient
wow.
reptile.
Wait,
In
no,
width,
no,
the
no, no.
mega snake could reach 1 meter or 3 feet. It could easily swallow a young hippopotamus.
No,
True.
not
In
Moo Dang.
ancient times,
No.
there were no
It's
hippos.
Moo Dang, no.
Titanoboa preferred to eat fish, and this monster could be found in dark
Probably eats
swamps
whales.
and
Oh my
rivers. In addition to fish, it could feast on crocodiles.
Nah,
it was
bro.
a sophisticated
I said it!
killer.
No.
The giant monster attacked its victim and strangled it
That
in
thing
its
is the
strong
forbidden
embrace.
spaghetti.
Then
Wait. The alligators and crocodiles back in those times were way bigger too. So they would probably gobble it up like crazy.
I don't want to know about it. I really
Imagine
don't. That thing
getting-
is terrifying.
Getting like a sneak attack from behind and someone's just like slithering up on you. Like, and then he eats you.
Ah!
Like, come on, man. At least wait for the weekend. It's a Thursday.
I don't like this, Adam. Stop talking about it.
That's what I'm thinking about.
and the snake swallowed
Look at
it
him.
whole.
Oh,
and
wait. Oh, he's not
digested it
even-
for a long
That
time.
thing is
The
thick.
victim suffered a compression force
He's just gone.
comparable
That's
to
crazy.
1.5 times the weight of the Brooklyn Bridge.
Huh? Can somebody say that in layman's terms?
Bridge.
The bridge falls on you and that weight is equivalent to how much the anaconda or the Titanoboa can crush you?
Yes, pretty much.
It's like a compactor.
Its entire stomach is closing down. That's how they're able to break down the crocodile's bones.
So you're telling me that me, you, and you could go inside of this thing and there would still be room for your mom, Alec?
No, there's not room for her.
Where did you get that information?
Because it's 40 feet long, right? So I'm like 6 feet. You guys are like 6 feet.
Jack, you're not 6 feet.
You're not taking into consideration the belly that Adam has.
True.
We're getting sidetracked, guys. Guys, let's get back to the video.
And the nose. Actually, I gotta redo my
No, back to the video.
That's 28 kilograms per square centimeter, 400
He's just
pounds
sneaking on
per
his back.
square inch. Even though the Kronosaurus was smaller in size, it was also a very bloodthirsty predator. Its wide open mouth, full of many small teeth, speaks for itself. And the size of the predator is comparable to the dimensions of an orca, also called a killer whale.
God.
To be
not
more
that big.
precise,
That's big. That's
the
pretty big.
Kronosaurus reached a length of more than 10 meters or 33 feet, and its weight could reach up to 12 tons. In its appearance, it was
so it's way bigger than
similar to
Titanoboa.
a modern crocodile,
Oh my gosh.
only in a very enlarged version. And even their bite strength is a close comparison. It was also a skilled swimmer that probably attacked its prey from the
is
depths.
terrifying.
Kronosaurus had a very powerful rib cage, 4 flippers, and a small tail.
That's essentially
Its
just a giant
literally
crocodile.
gnawed at
Its flippers
victim,
don't look scary
leaving
at all.
No chance
They
for
look so
survival.
like cute.
That's how they beat you in,
Kronosaurus
Jack.
couldn't have encountered Titanoboa. They lived in different periods and even perhaps loved a different habitat. Kronosaurus could live in fairly cold southern seas, but Titanoboa loved a hot climate.
Oh, that's kind of the opposite now, right? Haven't they flip-flopped the crocodiles and the snakes?
And aren't snakes cold-blooded, so they like have to be in warmer climates, right? They can't go into colder climates or else they'll die.
I thought that was crocodiles. Crocodiles love it in warm temperature.
Yeah, but don't snakes too? Don't snakes like warm temperatures?
Let me go to the smartest guy I know. Alec?
Yes.
Yes, Jack.
No. Well, not in all cases, though, because if you think about it, there are snakes that live in our area, and it gets really cold here in the winter.
Don't they hibernate and go to Florida?
Why did his voice get so high?
No, that is called...
What's going on with Alec?
What is that called?
Alec, I
Migrating.
Yeah.
You are saying hibernating.
So their blood gets the same temperature as the air, right? Am I tripping? They're cold-blooded.
They are cold-blooded, but that does not mean that they must live in a desert. They don't all live in a desert.
Who said desert?
Like, hot.
all right, whatever. Yeah, sure.
The two predators from instilling
Thank you, Alec.
fear and
Back me
terror
up.
into
No problem,
all
guys.
living
Alec is our
creatures
snake
in the area.
expert.
Now, let's imagine that these two monsters didn't die out and that they still peacefully coexist
want to.
with
I
us.
see it over
Although,
there.
would it be peaceful?
No.
This is a big question. If Titanoboa survived to this day, it could well be found in the equatorial tropics.
Oh, we're good.
For example,
In the
Titanoboa
deserts.
would love the hot climate of Colombia or neighboring
God,
countries
those
like
guys are
Venezuela,
screwed.
Brazil, Ecuador,
Good lord,
Peru,
buddies.
or
We're safe,
Panama.
guys. We are safe
Obviously,
up here in
people
North
would have to
America.
more
Let's
carefully
bring it
protect
back.
their homes from the intrusion of Titanoboa. However, it's unlikely that the snake could crawl unnoticed into a house.
True.
It would have
So
no
big.
trouble knocking
1
out a
ton.
window or even breaking
It's like
a
Alec
door.
trying to sneak into the fridge
Fortunately,
late at night.
this
You can always hear him.
behavior-
Well, no, but I mean, well, that part's true, but what's not true is that snakes, they're really stealthy though. Like, yes, they're big and they're heavy, but like, they sneak really quietly.
I don't know. Adam was showing us how a snake goes, and they're pretty loud, actually.
They
See?
don't actually do that though. It's not Harry Potter.
Oh.
Alec,
They just stick their tongue
you're
out.
talking about little tiny snakes that don't weigh anything. This is a 1-ton Titanoboa.
Adam, there are many videos on the internet of giant pythons and barbacoas sneaking up on people and attacking them.
Barbacoa is a pork meat.
Boa constrictor. I just got Chipotle earlier.
Yeah, what?
I just got Chipotle earlier.
Wait, did you think that you were eating snake all this time from Chipotle?
No, I just mixed up my barbecues. That's all. That it happens.
I'll take your finest snake, sir, with black beans and white rice.
He got 2 burritos, by the way. Just putting that out there. He ate-
I
he
did
ate it
get
in one
2, and
sitting.
I did eat them
That's
both.
just a side.
Now you're
That's
making me
actual
hungry.
true story.
He might turn into a Titanboa.
I
He
got Chipotle
probably
yesterday, too.
He probably can't even stand. All right, here we go.
Here is still unusual for snakes. snakes. But all the same, in order to protect themselves from intruders, people would have to surround their homes with high-voltage fences and keep a big stun gun under the pillow, just in case.
I already do both of those things.
Why stop at a stun gun? I'd just be packing my pistol.
I have an RPG! Titanoboa! What if it keeps coming at you, though? You're totally dead.
Got multiple bullets.
Noisy megacities. A huge snake would not have a single chance of survival. Only if the snake doesn't accidentally wind up somewhere under the heating main. A comfort that a reptile might appreciate. But food in the form of rats would hardly suit it. By the way, have
you guys ever thought about, like, what if a snake got into the pipes of your toilet and then, like, you were pooping and it
bit my butt?
You never thought of that? Like, I've thought of that a lot when I poop.
No.
Like, what if something's in there?
Sometimes I think maybe a spider will be in there, but not a snake.
No, because some snakes live in the water too. Like, they can slither all the way up the pipes and then get you when you're not expecting it the most.
New fear unlocked.
Most likely,
start pooping in my
wouldn't
shower.
be interested in people as a food source. In
it down
horror films, the anaconda often devours people.
No,
However,
not
in
today,
reality,
snake.
it rarely attacks a person.
I know you're down there.
That its distant ancestor would also
eat my turds.
Okay, guys, I'm trying to watch this video. I'm like, what is going on? I have to rewind it. I mean, come on. I'm trying to watch a Titanoboa and didn't go extinct video. You guys are talking about crapping out of your butts and shoving it down the shower drain. I mean, what are you doing? What are you guys even talking about?
Imagine I'm butt naked in there with a plunger just going, eat my turd, snake!
What are you guys talking about? I can't.
I'm gonna get you one of these days.
No, enough. Titanoboa.
That would be a great prank.
Guys,
you gotta start pooping in the plunger, but not you poop in the plunger, then you shove the
What is wrong with no?
I'm never pooping in my toilet again, I'll tell you that.
I apologize, guys. I apologize for them. They're a lost cause.
Take that.
Video's gone out of
reality, it rarely attacks a person. It can be assumed that its distant ancestor would also be indifferent to us. But for people, Titanoboa could be a welcome trophy.
That looks like
Any
a turd.
zoo in the world would dream of getting such a valuable specimen.
I can beat it in 1v1,
and its
let's be
skin
real.
would be a real hunt.
It's
People
40
who
feet
catch
long.
these huge snakes
You can't even
would
beat an
become
elephant.
real national heroes. As for the super snake diet, in our world, it would find something to eat. Alligators, turtles, river dolphins.
Nobody
would
is
suit
safe.
The giant.
What is a river dolphin?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What is that? Wait, is that real?
Jeez.
Why are its eyeballs so tiny?
Oh my god.
That is terrifying.
Wow.
I did not know river dolphins were a thing.
There was definitely some dolphin and a swordfish that just went crazy and had that.
all respects, animals on land would also have a hard time. Giant armadillos, manatees, tapirs, cougars, jaguars, caimans, and Brazilian otters would be endangered. Sure, adults would be too big, so cubs and young animals are what they need. Titanoboa wouldn't mind eating fish, since it's a more familiar diet. As a result, the food chain would be broken.
Yeah, I'm
Some
not seeing
animals
humans
would
anywhere.
Probably migrate to safer areas.
It could be bad here
but
with
the
the food
fauna
chain.
of the forests of Amazonia would be greatly impoverished. Although insects and fungi would start to flourish and evolve. Very soon, there'd be no trace of the once lush vegetation.
Wow. So, if they're not extinct, then that means that the forest is dead?
I think what he's saying is that they're an invasive species and they would mess up the natural order of the animal kingdom. They would eat everything, and then the animals are the ones that are like keeping the systems going to keep the flowers pollinated and the grass pollinated and stuff like that.
Yeah, so what he's trying to say is that there's a balance to the ecosystem. And when you introduce a predator such as a taco titan boa, and it destroys even one sliver of the entire balance, it disrupts it all, and then it all goes kablooey.
Do you know Taco Tuesday, Adam?
Yes.
Every day is Taco Tuesday for the Titan Boa. It is Titan Boa, Taco Tuesday every day.
Taco Tuesday!
That was the closest I've ever been to sneezing and not. That was incredible.
Let's learn about the Kronosaurus, which I honestly am way more interested in.
Kronosaurus would
Clearly.
hardly have liked life in our condition either. In ancient times, even turtles were the
turtle.
That's a
size
tortoise.
of a
Adam looked
kitchen
like as a baby.
table. Eat
That's a
just
tortoise.
one and feel full all day. But such a monster would need about a dozen modern turtles. And then I still
You can't
doubt
eat that
it would
shell,
be
come
enough
on.
to
Dude, he's
eat.
eating them like
In
Krabby
addition
Patties.
to
You
turtles,
can't eat
the
that shell.
ancient
1,
monster
2,
fed
3.
on Plesiosauria.
Are you kidding
but
me?
in our world, he'd have to look for an alternative. Most likely, it would switch to large marine mammals.
Like
it
blue
wouldn't
whales?
be able to swallow a whale all at once.
Okay.
But in parts,
Oh!
then sure.
Oh my
it
gosh.
couldn't completely.
Whoa.
Such a huge body would need tons of food.
That's pretty
like
incredible.
A giant meat grinder. It would sweep away everything in its path.
It's just a giant
People would
crocodile.
Would you guys go into the ocean if you knew that thing was out there?
Yeah.
I don't go in the ocean now.
Well, that's because you can't swim.
It's not my fault.
Doesn't your mom live near a beach?
Suffer greatly due to a shortage of fish in the seas and oceans. Fishing itself would be very risky due to the existence of an underwater
That's how big it
hazard.
would be?
Ships would have to
That's
be built to be
crazy.
much more solid. And in the event of the extinction
Every ship would
of
have to be a
whales,
cruise ship.
a climatic catastrophe would begin. There would be nothing to extract thousands of tons of carbon from the air. In the underwater depths, there would be a daily battle for life. Given the size of the monster and its ferocious disposition, there could only be one winner. We'd have to forget about tourism
Wow.
and sea traffic in the monster's habitat
eat
completely.
everything.
No, come
This
on.
place would be marked on
I'm sorry, that's not true. He is wrong. Let's all be honest. He's being ridiculous. Because if you think about it, like right now, there are blue whales, there are, killer whales. There's a bunch of things out there that have the ability to destroy and sink ships, and they don't because whatever. They're ships. They don't care about the ships.
They probably just think it's like a floating log.
It wouldn't do anything. Exactly.
I don't know.
It wouldn't
This
do
guy-
anything.
something-
This
something
guy's
off
the
about these
expert.
guys, yeah.
He's saying that it would attack the boats like Jaws.
It's like
You ever
dinosaurs.
seen
Like,
Jaws?
they want death.
I've seen Jaws, and what is that, Jack? It is a fiction. It is a movie.
I'm just saying it's based on true story.
It is.
on all maps in red, and anyone who dared to go there would practically write their own death sentence. If
That could make for a good
Titanoboa
YouTube
had
video.
the most valuable
Woohoo.
skin, then a Kronosaurus would have had its teeth. Small and sharp like a saw,
So,
they
which
could
one
cost
wins in a
more
fight?
than the horns of
Ooh,
a
a
rhino.
rhino.
Oh, he's
Today, they're
No
one of the
way.
most expensive materials in the world. Their price is about $65,000 per kilogram.
Wow.
More expensive
kilogram.
than gold.
Yeah, that's insane.
By the way, did you know that there's a danger of the return of extinct animals
Say
to
what
Earth?
now?
I'm not
Why?
joking right
Why?
now.
Why?
Scientists don't rule out the possibility. First of all, I'm talking about Titanoboa.
No.
Okay.
There's speculation that
No.
it lived at a temperature of 32 degrees Celsius. That's 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, okay.
And given the growth rate of global warming, such average temperatures can become a reality.
Why don't they say this when they do their ads for stop climate change? If they brought up this, everybody would recycle. Are you kidding me? I could be on the ad poster.
I'm scared.
I'm glad it will take millions of years.
Okay,
Would
we're
you
safe.
like to see ancient monsters with your own eyes?
No!
Write in the comments. If you liked the video,
Click this video if you support climate change.